Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So, today's video is kind of a heads up on where I think things are going and what you're going to need to get into those higher level keys for Mythic Plus. But this is also an idea that I have that goes along with it. We'll start off with just the heads up first. So, for anybody that wants to do high level keys, and this has been a thing for a while, but the last couple weeks I've noticed when I pug, everybody is looking for like rankings and things. You'll see people looking for 2200 rated Mythic Plus, and a lot of people are probably like, what the heck is that? So on WoW Progress and Raider.io, I look at Raider.io lately, but there's different websites that will actually give you a score for your Mythic Plus clears. So, for example, I did a plus 10 Maw of Souls on my Hunter this week, and we got it done in 13 minutes, which was a 3 star instead of a 3 chest, just a 3 star, right? And what I think I got 110 points for that dungeon. So that said, every dungeon that you guys do, you'll get a scoring system, and it just adds them all up. So I think there's 13 dungeons. So let's say you get a 10 done on each one, even if you didn't get a star, like you didn't complete it in time, you still got it done. So I think you'll still get around 100 points, probably 90 to 100 points, depending on what sites you're looking at. I think a majority of them are really similar. But you'll get about 100 points, so you can get, if you've done a 10 on every single one, you'll get a score of like 1,300. Something like that, right? And a lot of these teams that are looking for like 2,200, it's pretty ridiculous. Think of it this way. I think the highest key that has been done right now is a 22, I believe, for this season. And I think they got like 330 points for a 22. So that said, you know, the points are pretty incredible. You got to be scoring really high to get a 2200. That said, now that you guys know this, now that you guys know, hey, if I want to get into one of these big groups and they're looking for a rating, I need to do all the Mythic Pluses to get all of them done. Now you guys have a heads up. Now you guys will be ahead of the game because you can start now, right? And make sure when you guys check out these sites, I think it's WoW Progress and Raider.io, and click update, so the site is updating you rather than not keeping track, because sometimes that will happen. So click update to keep you up to date, right? All right, cool. Now that's out of the way. Now you guys are ahead of the game. This is what I feel they should do with Mythic Pluses to make it even better. And I'll explain why I think this would be a great system. So, I feel we should have like a Gladiator mount for Mythic Plus. And not the Gladiator mount. I think Gladiator mount should be unique for PvP. But I think they should have a unique mount for Mythic Plus for a competitive series. So, if you're like 0.5, kind of like a Gladiator would be for your ranking, which your ranking would be doing these dungeons and getting these points. We've already talked about the system. There's already a system in place. Now let's put a reward system on top of it. If you're 0.5 or you're getting titles and stuff like that, right, for Mythic Plus, this would help every single dungeon out, because there are definitely keys that it's like, oh, well, this is a dead key, correct? You get a Cathedral, right? And you're like, well, that's a dead key. Cathedral 12, not doing it. But if you're trying to build it up, your score, you're going to do that key, because you're like, hey, I need a better score in Cathedral. And yes, there are going to be weeks that are easier to push than others, and that's perfectly fine. I feel that's perfectly fine. Mythic Plus is still really new. This is the first expansion we've ever had, and I think there's a lot of things that we can get done to make things super cool, right? That bear staying on the side. Did you guys see that bear? That's probably going to get my video flagged. So, I think it would be a great system. I think a unique mount, because we can have the gladiator mounts that just, you know, armored up, that just look, you know, PvP, right? But I think there should be also be another mount that that is very unique that you can only get during that season also. Because players, when you give players a goal, players will fight for them. PvP is great in its own sense, but with Mythic Plus, I think Mythic Plus, I said this in the beginning of the expansion a long time ago, Mythic Plus is a game changer. Mythic Plus is the thing that is going to, what are you doing? Come on, man, stand back up. You haven't been standing here that long, right? So I think Mythic Plus is a game changer for World of Warcraft. I think it's going to be the staple esport for World of Warcraft, and I love PvP. But Mythic Plus has already gained way more numbers than PvP has this year, right? There's so many PvP tournaments and nobody watches them. It's just the way it is. Mythic Plus, everybody watched it, and it's the first time. It was a lot of the camera angles, a lot of things were just really bad, but we sat through it and we enjoyed it. So I think we need to continue to push Mythic Plus, and I would love to see a in-game system, an in-game rating system to show. Like we have, let's go to it. We have Mythic Plus Dungeons, right? And it shows players on what they've done, right? It shows me, I just did a 10 Dark Heart Thicket a little bit ago, so we got a 10 done. I should get a scoring system for that, right? And that should be in my character. And then if I did it on a 13, I could add up. They already have it. They already have it. I don't need to explain it. We already explained it. That's what I think they should do. All right, guys. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. What do you guys think? Do you guys think there should be a unique mount at the end of this grind? And do you think there should be a leaderboard, a scoreboard that actually matters? We have a leaderboard right now, but I don't feel that's really, you know, it's just not well. They don't put it out there very well, right? We're looking at different sites to look up these rankings and things. I think Blizzard should have their own. So we could work towards this. You know, Mythic Plus is the future, and I think we should add little things at a time, such as a unique mount. So when this player has this, you see him and you're like, holy cow, this dude's legit, you know? And you see his ranking at like, you know, 2,700 or something, or, you know, 3,000, and you're like, this guy's insane. That's what I think, that's what I think it should be for World of Warcraft. All right, guys. Talk to you guys soon.